Hey guys, welcome to Moab. Hope you're having a nice day. Got in last night after sunset. Already got everything unloaded, as you can tell. Didn't end up recording anything last night, but yeah, it's a good spot. I've been in this spot before. It's called the Lone Mesa Campground. Probably stayed 4 or 5 times already. Now there's only one other person here, just that van. When I was here last October, this place was packed. Okay, there's my current spot. And last October, or October of 2023, I had that spot right next to the fire pit. And every 10 feet or so was a trailer or something kind of saving its spot. But then by like an hour after sunset, this place was packed. Every little square inch with vans just everywhere. It was crazy. Like, I almost couldn't even get out. I definitely couldn't get out with my whole setup, but I could barely get out with just my truck. This place was beyond packed. But now it's really nice. Just me and this other person in a van. But I mean, it makes sense. This is probably one of my favorite spots in all of Utah. Got world-class off-roading in Moab, 2 national parks, and lots of other stuff to do. Hikes, go in the water, rock climbing, anything outdoors you can think of. Moab has it on an unbelievable level. So, not surprised this place is packed in all the warm months. I'm heading to Corona Arch in Dead Horse State Park. Corona Arch is a massive arch outside of the national park. It's actually so big that small airplanes can fly through it. Pretty cool. I'm sure if you YouTube Corona Arch airplane, you'll see a cool video of it. But yeah, I'm excited for that. And then Dead Horse Point is similar to like a Horseshoe Bend or Gooseneck State Park if you saw my last video. But it comes with one of the best sunsets you'll ever see anywhere. So I'm definitely saving that one for the end of the day. Got some snow on the trail. I have my micro spikes. I think I'm just going to keep them with me all winter. But I don't think I'm going to need them. This is well traveled. There's first view. You may not be able to really see it because you can't see the sky underneath it yet. But there it is. We'll get much closer. We'll go to the other side of it too. And there's that other arch. I forget what they call that one. Looks like a giant toilet bowl or something. Don't think it's called toilet bowl arch though. Actually forgot about this part. Do have to climb up this a little bit. But they got a nice chain for you. You actually don't even really need to use the chain if you have decent shoes. They dug some big like steps into the ground. Here's another good look at the toilet bowl arch. I'm just kidding. There's no way it's called toilet bowl arch. It doesn't look like one of those like camping toilets where you replace the bag. I think so. At least from further away it did. So cool. Can't you picture an airplane flying through it? So I just checked my phone and they're calling it bow tie arch, which I can totally see. Definitely if you're looking at it head on. I think it would have been a little funnier to call it toilet bowl arch. How sick would it be if an airplane flew right through it right now? Might even take a paramotor. You guys know what those are? Like a paraglider with a little 2-stroke motor on their back. Pretty cool. I've always wanted to learn how to use one. Maybe one day. I actually used to do rope swings off this, but I think a few people got hurt, and now they don't. But I bet that would have been cool. It's pretty cool. Looks like that thing's turning into a cave up there. How many more years till it turns into a cave, you think? A couple 100,000? A couple million? A couple 100 million? I have no idea how long these things take. A lot of blue sky behind it now. Man, it's huge. I'm sure it's set on the poster at the beginning. But I'd say at least 100 feet. Probably closer to 150. Maybe even 200 feet tall. And at least 100 feet wide. Dang, that's a good one. And not in Arches National Park. I think it's called Potash Road it's off of. Here's one last look at Bowtie and Corona Arch. It was pretty cool having it all to myself. Definitely a must do if you're in Moab. It's only 2 miles, not much elevation gain, just outside of town, free parking. Gonna head to Dead Horse Point State Park next. It's actually, I think the name comes from, it used to be like a natural barrier to hoard horses, and I guess one or all of them jumped off at some point. That's where it gets its name. I think that's what I remember reading one point. It's actually in the 40s right now, but the sun is out like crazy. Back on the snowy part, that's another view of the Colorado River. I actually kayaked on this river. I went tubing down it too with my dad, but I do not have any video or any footage of that. But kayaking, I should have some videos to throw up. That was a cool one. I really wanted to paddle all downstream, like 10 miles or so, but I was by myself, so I just parked and started by going upstream, and it was pretty tough, but it was really fun going back downstream. That was cool. One day I'll have to plan something so that I can just go down it. I really one day wanted to do an overnighting trip. That's kind of why I bought the kayak I did. It's got a lot of storage, but that never happened. There's my truck. First view. I'm not at the end like the popular spot, but I figured I'd walk like a mile or two along the rim and end up where I parked. I forget what they're doing over there with all that water. They're doing something with it. Making something, purifying something, who knows? I remember reading a sign about it somewhere a long time ago. That's a pretty awesome sight. This looks like it'd be an awesome sunset spot. Not sure how well you can see with the sun right in front of me. But I think that area around the water is the Dead Horse Point. The park is kind of just the viewpoint of it. I could be totally wrong, and this is it, but I think that's it. And I could be totally wrong about all this, but I think they, corralled like the horses, rounded them up on that peninsula, and then eventually they jumped off and died. I think that's where it gets its name. I could be totally wrong. I'll have to look when I get back. I tried looking for a poster, a plaque, or anything about it, but I couldn't find one. I think that covers the day. Couple good hikes you definitely gotta do if you're in Moab. Wish the sunset was a little better, but no clouds in the sky, so what can you do? I think a couple more days here in Moab, then I'm gonna head north, just a tiny bit. Hey guys, about to take my RZR out on some trails kinda that I can do right from camp, but I'm running low on water in my camper, so I figured it's time to show you how I move some water from my trailer to my camper. So I have my two 55-gallon drums full of fresh water. Basically connect that hose, I'll dunk it into that drum, and then with the power from this electric generator, that water pump, we'll shoot it through this hose, and we can go follow that, pour out on the trailer, and right into the freshwater fill spot. I shouldn't have to do this because this water pump is supposed to be self-priming, I think up to 7 feet, which is why I mounted it less than 7 feet tall. But it doesn't like to pull up the water unless I do this first. So I do it. Not a huge deal, just a little annoying. And then once we're good with that, turn this guy on, and this should all work. Alright, let's go see if that works. Sounds like it is working. Oh, did the hose fall out? Well, I guess that's not on very well. Dang, I've never done that, ever. Alright, let me stop it and start again. Alright, now it should be good. Okay, cool. Yeah, I just literally didn't twist this end piece on enough. And now we're looking good. Doesn't take too long. Maybe 5 minutes for about 35-40 gallons. I was pretty low, so I bet I need almost the whole 40. Let's go check out the inside here one more time. A little loud for an electric water pump. Drippy a little, which is the reason for this towel. This is actually a new drip right here. It always would drip from here. It's all good though. So yeah, that's my system. It's worked for a while. Hope it keeps working. I'll be good. You can see the water is like right here, about to this line, and all should be full. So yeah, that's about it. That's my water filling process. And as you can see with all that water, I can really stay in one spot for quite a bit of time. Freshwater is definitely not my limiting factor. Taking a little pit stop. There's supposed to be a cool tunnel over here. Doesn't look like it's supposed to be a long walk. Hopefully it's pretty cool. And I don't need my micro spikes, although I do have them. Because I always take my hiking pack with me when I go on my RZR. Just in case something happens and I need to hike 10 or whatever miles back to camp. There was actually one time I got stuck really bad in my old RZR. And I had to walk all the way back, go grab my truck to pull it out. Luckily I was able to get my truck there. It was my first truck. It was a Colorado, much smaller than my current one. And I had some nice off-road tires. Ooh, looks like we're supposed to go this way. But yeah, luckily I was able to pull it out. I waited for a while to see if anyone was gonna pass, and no one did for like an hour, so I walked all the way back. Luckily it was only like 2 or so miles that time, but ever since then I bring my hiking pack every time I go out by myself. It's a pretty cool tunnel. Let's see how long it is. I think it's called the Tusher Tunnel, if I remember correctly. I can check the book when I get back to my RZR. Dang, it's pretty dark. Oh, there's some light. Dang, I don't know if you guys can see any of this. Oh, there's some light at the end. That's a pretty cool cave. Yeah, if I had a lot of light, this would be really cool. Hopefully the view at the end is worth the walk, although it was a pretty short walk. Oh wow, pretty cool. Dang. I dig it. That was worth a little walk. Can just see the mountains in the back. That was a pretty cool tunnel. Yeah, pretty neat. Worth the 5-minute stop. Hey guys, I think today's gonna be my last day in Moab. I decided to go to Arches one more time, Arches National Park. Check out all the other arches and cool rock formations they got there. time to change spots. Head to the San Rafael Swell near Hanksville, Utah. I hope you enjoyed the week, and I'll see you in the next one.